Hello. What does getting old look like to you? Think about it for a minute. For me, especially when I was younger, when someone said old, I would think of my granny. My granny who lived in Kentucky, she she sat a lot. She had a rocking chair. I just remember her sitting around a lot. She didn't go outside, she didn't exercise. She had a little hump on her back. Her skin was very wrinkled, lots of age spots. And that's probably what most of us think about when we think about getting old, right? Well, guess what? It doesn't have to be that way. Did you know that there is science now that can actually change and affect how we age? So now when I think about aging, it's possible to continue to stay active well into our 90s. We can get better sleep. We can also have fewer wrinkles, fewer age spots, just healthier skin. Does all of that sound good to you? Yep, it does to me. Well, you're in the right place because we are going to be talking about 3 different products that can help with slowing the aging process. And we're really excited tonight because the third product that we're going to be talking about tonight is our newest, latest, greatest Retin A replacement. So the 3 products we'll be talking about, the first one will be Protandim, and we will be talking about Nrf2 activation. This is one of the new sciences that there are new scientific things that we are learning helps with anti-aging. The second thing is our True Science Liquid Collagen, which is amazing. Of course, our new product, which is called True Renew. It's a skin cream. And then we'll be getting into a little bit into what our company is all about. What is LifeVantage? Why are we so unique compared to other companies? So I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over to my good friend, Rhonda Ford. Rhonda is a retired occupational therapist who has been with our company for 4 years now, and she is going to be talking a little bit about Nrf2 activation. Take it away, Rhonda.
Thank you, Therese. As Therese said, I'm a retired occupational therapist, and I've been aligned with the medical community in some way, shape, or form most of my adult years. I'm a busy grandma. I help homeschool our grandkids. We have a greenhouse, we have a garden, we have 2 Siberian Huskies. We have a lot. And so I'm a busy lady. And when I was going along through life about 6 years ago, one of our Siberians came up behind me and knocked me down. I broke my back. And so had the repair and everything went fine. Going forward, I learned that I was living with kind of a dull ache in the middle of my back where that surgery had been. And the doctor said, well, there's nothing we can do about that. Take ibuprofen, go home, just live with it. So I thought, okay, this is how it's going to be. Slowed me down some. So I would treat that by sitting down on the couch to rest my back every day. And doing that, it was very convenient just to take a nap. So I thought, well, this is the way it's going to be. Met a friend who introduced me to some products that had some science behind them. Whoa, okay. So I love the science. My husband loves looking at science. We looked into this, decided to get started. So what I had going on in my back is called oxidative stress. So what is oxidative stress? The free radicals that we live with in our environment. It can be the air we breathe, the food we eat, it can be cigarette smoke, all the pollutants, it can be injuries. All of this leads to what's called oxidative stress. Think of what happens when you cut an apple in half. You come back a little bit later and the apple is brown. Think of what happens when you leave metal outside. It rusts. Well, this is what is happening on the inside of our bodies at a cellular level. We are rusting from the inside out. This oxidative stress is also known as inflammation. We all have it. To combat this oxidative stress, people take antioxidants like green tea, eating blueberries. All of these things are great, but you would have to drink 5 gallons of green tea, or you would have to eat a bushel of blueberries to accomplish downgrading the level of oxidative stress that's going on in our bodies. Next slide, Therese, please. But what if there were a product that we could use to combat this oxidative stress? What if we could help our own body to make more antioxidants on its own to start the healing from within? Let's look at what Washington State University had to say. Nrf2 may become the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. Well, that's impressive coming from a university. And so let's look at the next slide. Let's look at this Protandim product and kind of delve into its properties a little bit. So there is science that proves that Protandim lowers our oxidative stress, our inflammation, by an average of 40% in the first 30 days. That's pretty amazing to say. The FDA allows our company to say that because there's the science behind it that proves it. Protandim supports the natural cellular repair and rejuvenation process. And let's look at what's in it. Down at the bottom, we have turmeric extract, we have milk thistle, green tea extract, bacopa, and ashwagandha. And these are all good things that lower inflammation, and you might be taking one or more of these things. But on their own, they are not powerful enough to lower much of the oxidative stress. However, when combined, it's the synergy of these 5 ingredients together that creates this powerful activation. We have a pathway inside of it. It's called the Nrf2 pathway. And this is what Protandim activates inside of our bodies, working at a cellular level to turn on making more antioxidants. So going back to my story of couch life, about 2 or 3 months into taking this product, all of a sudden one day I noticed I wasn't sitting down any longer. I didn't have that need to rest my back. So, you know what? The naps went away. So to this day, my naps continue to be in retirement. I'm busy and happy to be busy. And just one last word that I will say is this is the only product, and it is patented, that lowers inflammation by the average of 40% in 30 days. It's the only product that will activate this Nrf2 pathway. Thank you, Therese.
Thank you, Rhonda. What an incredible story. I'm going to talk a little bit more about our liquid, True Science liquid collagen. True Science liquid collagen is fairly new to our company. We introduced it a little over a year ago. And we have been having phenomenal results. And these two individuals that you see up front, I mean, look at their skin, look at their results. The woman on the left, what I look at the most is her skin around her eyes. I mean, look at the hooding on her upper eyelid and how it improved over the first month that she was taking it. And then her skin, I mean, just the overall skin tone, you can see it's firmer. There's just not as much droopiness to her skin. The gentleman on the right, the story behind him is he took the before picture and he said to his wife, you know what? I think my wrinkles are going away. And she's like, well, let's take another picture. And so they did. And it was just quite amazing how much better his skin looked in just 30 days. When we talk about collagen, we always have pictures, before and after pictures of our skin, of course, because we can't see what's going on the inside. But collagen is actually a very important protein, and it's in almost every cell in our body. It comprises about 30% of all of the protein that's in our bodies. Very, very crucial for our muscles, our bones, our tendons, and our ligaments, and our heart. Our heart is a muscle, right? So why do we need collagen? Well, it's kind of obvious that we, need it to function well, to keep our skin looking youthful. But I didn't realize how much collagen we lose as we age. So if you look at this slide, we have pretty much 100% of our collagen up until about our late 20s, and then we start to lose collagen. And as you see, it goes down quite rapidly. For me, I'm in my 60s, I'm down to 40% of the amount that I had when I was in my 20s. That's kind of scary to me. So I know I need to take collagen to help replenish what I have lost. And that's what most collagens on the market do. They replenish. Well, we have developed True Science liquid collagen that does more than just replenish. And one thing I do want to mention is it's a liquid collagen for a reason. Liquid collagens are absorbed much more effectively. We get more bang for our buck when we use liquid collagens. Liquid collagen is absorbed about over 90%, depending on the type you have, over 90% absorption versus powdered collagen. Powdered collagen is 15% or less. It's almost like you're just throwing your money away if you're using a powdered collagen versus a liquid collagen. What makes our liquid collagen different? I already alluded to the fact that we not only replenish, which is what most collagens do, is they just, you take collagen. So you're replenishing the supply that you have, right? Well, our collagen does two more things. It also activates the genes that are responsible for collagen production. Isn't that exciting? So not only are we replenishing, but we're also activating and making our own collagen. And then finally, it maintains the collagen that we already have. So it slows down, minimizes the existing collagen in our body from breaking down. So activate, replenish, maintain. That is unique on the market. No other collagen can do that. Now I'm going to let Dr. Rebecca Glasser is on our call tonight. And she is just phenomenal because she is a plastic surgeon. And I love hearing how she describes really what's happening in our skin and what you can see. So I'm going to let you take it over now.
All right. Thank you, Therese. So she gives me this slide on collagen density, and collagen density, again, we like to get a little bit sciencey in this because again, if I look at my aesthetics practice, you know, people are coming to my practice to see me because they're trying to reverse the signs of aging. How do I slow this aging process down? You know, Rhonda already gave you a very wonderful description of what you're doing from a cellular level, but you're also seeing those signs of aging on the outside of your body. So as you lose collagen, what happens? Well, your face starts to fall. You've lost that structure, that building blocks that are underneath your skin. And that's in that loss of collagen density. So on the far left-hand side, you can see at week 0, this has a lot of blacks, a lot of greens in it. The collagen density has gone down to 30.5. But when you start taking our liquid collagen plus our Protandim Nrf2, all of a sudden at week 8, if you look at this slide, you'll see that the density is increased dramatically. You're seeing all these yellows, these oranges, these reds, and you can see that the collagen density has gone up from 30.5 to over 68.5. It's dramatic, okay? So let's look at some clinical pictures on the next slide and see if we can see what else is going on. This is a 1-year result of liquid collagen plus Protandim Nrf2. And you guys can see the differences yourself, but I'm just going to describe them for you a bit more. Always look around the eyes. You know, if you look at the eyes can be heavy, you can see bags under the eyes or loss of volume underneath the eyes. Another area to look is around the mouth, the perioral region, for what we call the nasolabial lines or the marionette lines. But look at also the quality and texture of her skin. At a year out, she's just got a magnificent glow. She looks so healthy a year out. And again, it's this beautiful combination of collagen and Nrf2. Next slide, please. So let's look a few more of these. Now, this one where it says 5 months, that should read 1 year. Again, it's a dramatic transformation. Again, let's start with around the eyes. If you look at her eyes, her upper lids are heavy. She has a lot of excess skin in the upper lids. She's got lower eyelid bags. Her mouth looks sad. She's got all these wrinkles. She's lost volume there. Look at her neck. Her neck is showing significant changes from the outside world, from sun damage, from all this oxidative stress that Rhonda was talking about. And if you look at the far right picture, that's 1 year out. It's a dramatic difference. She looks transformed. She's a totally different person, not only around the eyes, the mouth, but look again at her neck. It is dramatic. And again, this is 1 year results. Next slide, please. So let's talk about the neck. The neck is one of those things where, from a plastic surgery standpoint, it's hard to address the neck. But here's a way you can do it non-surgically with Protandim and our liquid collagen. It fills in the gaps. It fills in that structure, those building blocks underneath the skin. Next slide. I purposely put this in because as Therese pointed out, collagen is in all these different parts of our body. So then some of the main areas we think about is we think about skin, but we certainly think about hair, nails, joints. So have you met a few people who during COVID and being sick the last few years have lost hair, a lot of hair? Do you lose hair as you age? So this picture again is showing that new hair growth from being on these 2 products. Next slide, please. We talk about getting into our 50s, our 60s, our 70s, our 80s. As we continue to age, our skin becomes much more fragile. It's easily bruised. You can scrape your skin, it'll start bleeding, you get cuts easily. You know, the integrity of the skin, which is the biggest barrier of our body, is compromised. So by adding in collagen and Nrf2, you can have a dramatic difference in the integrity of the skin. So So you can imagine this 86-year-old is absolutely thrilled to be able to have normal skin again, to have skin structure, to not have that fragility. Next slide. We often talk about our face. Certainly in plastic surgery, a lot of people come in for changes in their face, but what about our other skin? You know, skin is the largest organ of our body. What about our legs? What about our arms, our neck, all of these other areas that we're looking at? So what can that do for that lumpy bumpiness, that loss of structure that we do when we lose collagen? So again, fantastic results. Next slide. So, you know, I think that Rhonda and Therese did such a beautiful job really talking about how our company is different. We're an activation company. We are working specifically on our genes to activate those genes that will help our body be healthier and look healthier as we age. And so that's what this Healthy Glow Essentials Stack does. It's helping turn on those genes, which are our survival genes, to reduce inflammation, to reduce oxidative stress, to make more collagen, to prevent the degradation of the collagen that we have. Next slide, please. So the Healthy Glow Essential Stack, I think we'll skip this one and go on to the next one, is a wonderful combination, but I do want to talk about our new product, which just launched today, which is called True Renew. And I think, you know, many of you guys who've used skincare in the past may have heard of retinol. You know, I bet a number of you guys have used retinols in the past. And I find that so many of my patients have kind of a love-hate relationship with retinol. You know, it works. It causes your skin to slough. It causes excessive turnover. You're sensitive to the skin, to the sun. It becomes red, scaly, flaky. I remember when I was using retinol in my office, my esthetician used to run around behind me with a little moisturizer to make sure that I didn't walk into patients seeing them when I'm peeling in red. So retinol and I had a love-hate relationship with it. It worked, but I hated the side effects. And so our company looked at this and said, well, we need to come up with a better than retinol alternative without all of the side effects. And that's what we just launched. Next slide, please. So when we were doing the initial study on True Renew, we were looking at 11 different signs of aging. Who knew there were so many different signs of aging, but there are. So things like firmness. Does anyone want their skin to be a little more firm? Lift, tightness. I mean, how many ladies come in and go, I would like this, just this, please. Smoothness, tone, complexion, fine lines and wrinkles, hydration. That is so important. You want your skin to be hydrated. Bounce, plumpness, radiance. All right. And in this study that was done over 6 weeks' time, we showed improvement in all 11 areas of aging by just using this True Renew. These patients in the study were not using our other 2 products, but you'll see how they all complement each other. Next slide, please. So, you know, again, I look at this too from a health standpoint. You know, Rhonda covered a lot of the ingredients that were in our Protandim Nrf2. Also in our collagen, we want to use clean ingredients. We're doing the same thing with True Renew. One of the big players in this is cranberry biopeptides. Okay, they have wonderful antioxidant properties, helping get rid of free radicals. Does that sound familiar? So we use that, wild pansy. There's a number of different ingredients in this, which really makes this new skincare so exquisite. Next slide, please. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Julie to talk a little bit about our company, where we started, and the direction that we're going. So Julie, yeah.
Thank you. My name is Julie, and I am a breast cancer survivor, is why I got involved with this. And then I learned so much more than just Protandim Nrf2. So right here, we have a picture that tells us that the products were sold since 2003. I didn't know that. Did you? So there was an investigative report, ABC Primetime, with John Quinones, and he tried to debunk things on TV. So he tried to do this with our Protandim Nrf2. So he got a blood test. He took the product, and 2 weeks later, he returned for another blood test. And yet he could not debunk the product because it reduced his oxidative stress. And he only was on it for 2 weeks. So that he's still on it today. So we have, that was 2005, but our product was sold in GNC stores. And the history, the information, the science that we've gone over with you here tonight, none of the people in the GNC store knew all this. They just knew it was a product on the shelf. So it wasn't doing so well. So in 2009, we switched from retail to direct sales, and we are publicly traded on the NASDAQ, which has been phenomenal. It's because it's publicly traded, we have to be transparent with our numbers. So there's not anything that's hidden with this. Next slide, Therese. So when we look at this in 2020, network marketing industry, $325 billion in sales. Now that's all of network marketing. So when you think about it, you're going, network marketing. Okay, well, nowadays we get online, we order things, and they're delivered to your house. So it went up in 2020. Of course, we had COVID, so that is a big thing, but $325 billion in sales, that is just phenomenal. So network marketing is on a trend, and it's just going up from here. Next slide, Therese. So when we look at this, it's a laptop lifestyle. Maybe you're looking for more time and freedom in your life to be with family or do things you want to do. Or maybe it's a financial thing. Our economy is not doing real well. So one income coming into the household, people need to look for a second income. And this is for your health. So what is better than trying to improve your health, sharing it with other people, just sharing it, telling this information like each one of us did here tonight. And you can do it from anywhere. We have a wonderful app on our phone. We have a wonderful team. It's your business, your website, but you can connect with others that will help you, guaranteed. And LifeVantage, because they have just launched this new product. If you sign up as a consultant this month and you order the consultant Healthy Glow Stack, which is the Nrf2 with collagen, they are going to send you a free jar of the new True Renew. And that's a $60 value. Besides getting the discount when you get your consultant package. So LifeVantage it is a wonderful company that cares about people. You have a wonderful team here that can help and support you. Times are going to get worse before better. And so having a family like LifeVantage is really beneficial. And I am so thankful and blessed that I have found this team. So get with the person that has invited you here tonight to share this information. And it's time for action. And maybe you want to do your science research. That's fine. We have lots to share with you. Or maybe you want to try the product. And that's what I did. I tried the product before. So, I have to know it. I have to be a product of the product. Or if you're ready to share this information with others and you're excited, get with the person that invited you here tonight, because they'll have lots of information and we can even meet as a team if you choose that. So thank you very much, Therese.
Thank you, Julie. That was excellent. Like Julie mentioned, we are so excited about sharing information. That's really our job. And, you know, if you have a few friends that you're like, they need to hear about this, you know, that's when you might consider becoming a consultant. And like Julie mentioned, we have such a nice deal right now with getting free True Renew if you become a consultant and order the Healthy Glow Essentials stack. It's just a wonderful bargain. So connect with the person that invited you. I'd like to thank everybody who participated, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye. I'm just stopping the recording now.